The Beyond was legendary Italian filmmaker Lucio Fulci's middle entry in his seminal Gates of Hell trilogy. It's considered by many Fulci aficionados not only to be the best film in that trilogy, but Fulci's masterpiece. Now, I won't argue with the film's masterpiece status. The Beyond features all the elements that made Fulci's gore gothics the lavish and lurid spectacles that they are, and then some. Are you a fan of eye trauma? Well, Fulci's got you covered on this one. Personally, I prefer City of the Living Dead. I've reviewed the movie a couple of times, at least on this channel, so go check out those videos if you want to hear me heap praise upon that film. The Beyond is arguably the better movie of the two, but I still prefer City. The Beyond opens in 1927 with a sepia-tinted prologue in which we witness a lynch mob brutally kill a suspected warlock. They whip him with chains, nail him to a wall, and douse him in I don't even know what. It looks like bubbling hot wax. Either way, it melts the guy's flesh right off the bone. Unfortunately for mankind, the hotel sits atop one of the dreaded 7 doors to hell, and killing that guy swung that door wide open. Fast forward to 1982, and Liza, played by Fulci regular Katerina McCall, has inherited the hotel, fittingly dubbed the 7 Doors Hotel, by the way. And wouldn't you just know it, the strangest things keep happening there. A painter goes flying off of a scaffold after seeing a woman with white eyes in one of the windows. A zombie hand shoots out of a hole in the wall and gouges out the eye of a plumber. A maid has her eye ripped out by a rusty nail after it's forced through the back of her head. You get the picture. No eyeball is safe. But the evil within the hotel isn't confined just to that property. We get some awesome sequences at the local hospital, more specifically, the morgue there. For instance, we discover why you should keep your face as far away from acid as humanly possible. The last act takes place mostly at the hospital during an all-out zombie-geddon, and we're treated to one of the best headshots in movie history. Seriously, the first time I watched it, I rewound it and watched it over again in slow motion a couple of times. If you know, you know. In fact, the first time I saw The Beyond was courtesy of one of the illustrious Blue Diamond DVDs under its alternate title, 7 Doors of Death. What's that you say? You're arachnophobic. Well, you're going to love a sequence in which a paralyzed man has tarantulas crawl all over him before feasting on his face. And yes, one of his eyes is on the menu. Now, I don't want you to think that The Beyond is just a bunch of bloodshed and carnage, though that stuff is really cool. And the practical makeup effects from Giannato Di Rossi is muy bravissimo. The Beyond is a great-looking film, with Fulci's trademark atmospherics, creating the feeling of an inescapable nightmare, with doom lurking around every corner. From a narrative standpoint, I'd say it's one of Fulci's most straightforward and easy to follow, with only a minor lapse in logic here and there. The Beyond is also, dare I say, quite poetic, and the closing moments of the film are both thrilling and chilling. The performances from Katerina McCall and David Warbeck are rock solid, and the score from Fabio Frizzi is wonderfully atmospheric and wide-ranging in terms of scope, going from subtle and chilling to orchestral and chilling. And after having said all that, I feel like I've really only scratched the surface of The Beyond. Sure, it's gothic, it's gory, it's graphic, but it's also a little deeper than you would expect, and Fulci isn't afraid to leave certain elements up to the viewer's imagination. The Beyond is top-tier Fulci. It's arguably one of his best, if not his very best, films. And Grindhouse Releasing has given The Beyond the kind of release that it richly deserves. Everything comes inside this sturdy, high-quality slipbox with artwork by Emanuele Taglietti. Now here's what's really cool. All 6 discs, yes, 6 discs, fit inside the pages of this Book of Eibon reproduction media book. Now, normally I don't like this kind of packaging where the discs are inserted into pages. You get fingerprints on the discs when you pull them out and put them back in. They're either too tight inside the pages and I feel like I'm going to damage something, or they're too loose inside the pages and they feel like they're going to slide out and get damaged. However, in this case, it makes sense. And just look at this thing. How freaking cool is it? It looks like the Book of Eibon in the film. Each page contains a disc. There's different poster art on each page, a listing of extras, and so on. We get a 4K disc, 5 Blu-ray discs, and a CD featuring Fabio Frizzi's new score. We also get a 100-page book by Euro horror experts Martin Bean, or Bain, and Jesper Mork, or Morch. This release also comes with an eyeball. This release features a brand new 4K scan from the original Techniscope camera negative. When it comes to image quality, there were a couple of moments that looked a little fuzzy to me, as if they were filmed out of focus, and there's one sequence in which the grain levels get pretty thick. Aside from those brief moments, this is an exquisite transfer with moments that look so good you'd think they were filmed yesterday. There's a high level of detail present, colors are vibrant, the color red being the most vibrant, of course. Skin tones look natural, and overall the movie looks the best it's ever looked. When it comes to audio, this release features an Archival 5.1 DTS HD Master Audio surround sound mix. I thought the movie sounded incredible. Fritzi's score is perfectly complemented, as is the overall sound design. From the haunting whispers to the howling wind to the labored breathing and hoarse growling of the undead. It all sounds crystal clear and full-bodied. Overall, I'd give both the picture quality and the sound quality on this release a perfect score, 5 out of 5. When it comes to extras on disc 1, which is the 4K disc, we get the original theatrical cut with optional introduction from Catriona MacColl, and we get the composer's cut with optional introduction from composer Fabio Frizzi. The composer's cut contains an all-new reimagined score by Frizzi. I watched some of the movie with his new score, and the music's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm just so used to seeing The Beyond with the original score that it was different. Not bad, just different. If I recall correctly, there was also at least one Easter egg on disc 1. As a matter of fact, I found at least one Easter egg on every disc with the exception of the CD. Kudos to Grindhouse Releasing for including Easter eggs. Easter eggs have kind of become a thing of the past. I very seldom ever find an Easter egg on a boutique label release, and I look. So kudos to Grindhouse Releasing for giving us a little extra something hidden in there. When it comes to featurettes, first up we get Beyond the Beyond, in which director and film scholar Simone Scafidi discusses the making of The Beyond from inception through the writing process, the differences between the script and what made it to the screen, shooting on location in Louisiana, the cast, the tarantulas escaping during the tarantula scene in the library, the film's release in Italy and abroad, and much more. It's 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 4 seconds in length. Next we have Fabio Frizzi's cut, in which composer Fabio Frizzi discusses what prompted him to reimagine his score for The Beyond. It's 31 minutes and 47 seconds in length. We get 3 audio commentaries, the first with stars David Warbeck and Catriona MacColl, the second with cinematographer Sergio Salvati, and the third with makeup artist Gianetto De Rossi. Disc 2 is a Blu-ray with the film and all the same extras. Disc 3 is a Blu-ray containing the following extras. First, we have interviews with Catriona MacColl and David Warbeck from 1995. It's 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 44 seconds in length. Next, we have Emily's Eyes, an interview with actress Cynthia Monreal, in which Miss Monreal discusses first meeting and working with Lucio Fulci and what a wonderful experience that was. She discusses what Fulci was like to work with, her friendship with Fulci, getting cast in The Beyond, the contact lenses she had to wear, shooting in Louisiana, and more. It's 16 minutes and 54 seconds in length. Next, we have Arachnophobia, an interview with actor Michele Mirabella. It's 28 minutes and 28 seconds in length. Mr. Mirabella discusses first meeting Lucio Fulci and becoming fast friends with him, Fulci casting him in The Beyond. He discusses filming in Louisiana, the makeup effects, the tarantulas, wearing newspaper under his clothing in case the tarantulas decided to bite him, and how everyone, including Fulci, just told him not to worry about the tarantulas. And much more. Next, we have Of Blood and Ink, an interview with writer Dardano Sacchetti. It's 42 minutes and 58 seconds in length. Mr. Sacchetti discusses writing Zombie, that film's success worldwide. He calls Sean Cunningham an a-hole for ripping off A Bay of Blood, how upset Argento was with Fulci's Zombie coming out before his Zombie in Italy. He discusses working with Fulci on The Beyond, House by the Cemetery, and Manhattan Baby, as well as Fulci's strengths and weaknesses as a filmmaker, and much more. Next, we have Murder They Wrote, an interview with writer Giorgio Murriuso. It's 12 minutes and 58 seconds in length, in which Mr. Murriuso discusses his friendship with Fulci and the many projects they worked on together, including The Beyond. Next, we have Beyond the Stuntman, which includes interviews with stunt performers Ottaviano Delacroix and Massimo Vanni. It's 11 minutes and 41 seconds in length. By the way, Mr. Delacroix is the zombie in Fulci's Zombie. Next, we have Being the Sound Guy, an interview with sound engineer Ugo Celani. It's 26 minutes and 45 seconds in length. He discusses his background in sound, working with Fulci on Zombie, City of the Living Dead, and The Beyond. He shares many amusing stories that involve Fulci, and much more. Next, we have Voices from the Beyond, an interview with dubbing director Pino Calizzi. It's 21 minutes and 47 seconds in length. Next, we have Eye of the Witness, an interview with Michele Romagnoli, author of Witness Eye, the Cinema of Lucio Fulci. It's 21 minutes and 39 seconds in length. Next, we have Eros and Violence, an interview with painter and set dresser Emanuele Taglietti. It's 34 minutes and 28 seconds in length. On disc 4, which is a Blu-ray, we have a number of archival extras. I'm not going to go through all of these in depth. There's lots of them. First up, we have Looking Back, the Creation of the Beyond. It's an interview. It includes interviews with Sergio Stavoletti, Dardano Sacchetti, Fabrizio De Angelis, Antonella Fulci, Enzo Ciatti, and Fabio Frizzi. It's 47 minutes and 54 seconds in length. Next, we have The New Orleans Connection, an interview with Larry Ray. It's 44 minutes and 33 seconds in length. Next, we have Beyond and Back, an interview with Catriona McCall, which is 34 minutes and 5 seconds in length. Next, we have See Emily Play, an interview with Cinzia Monreal. It's 21 minutes and 57 seconds. Next, we have Making It Real with Giannato De Rossi and Maurizio Trani. It's 32 minutes and 29 seconds. We have a two-part audio interview with Lucio Fulci from 1988. Part 1 is 20 minutes and 5 seconds. Part 2 is 13 minutes and 4 seconds. Next, we have Lucio Fulci and David Warbeck from Eurofest 94, which is 46 minutes and 4 seconds. We get Catriona McCall and David Warbeck from Eurofest 96, which is 5 minutes and 24 seconds. We get Catriona McCall at the 1996 Festival of Fantasy Films, which is 12 minutes and 16 seconds. And we get David Warbeck at the 1996 Festival of Fantasy Films, which is 21 minutes and 6 seconds in length. Oh, wait. And we get Beyond Italy, an interview with legendary exploitation distributor Terry Levine. It's 19 minutes and 5 seconds in length. Great interview, and we get extensive still galleries. Disc 5 contains the 7 Doors of Death cut. The 7 Doors of Death cut of The Beyond, which is a slightly shorter version of the film. It also includes the following extras: The Beyond in the Age of Aquarius, an interview with Jim Markovich and Terry Levine, in which they discuss the marketing behind Aquarius Films acquisitions, including The Beyond, aka 7 Doors of Death. It's 39 minutes and 37 seconds in length. We get the 7 Doors of Death trailer and drive-in newsprint ad gallery. Disc 6 is the new Composer's Cut soundtrack by Fabio Frizzi, remastered from the original studio master tapes. Did I mention that this release comes with an eye? I think I did, but I just wanted to mention that again. This is an absolutely exquisite release for Lucio Fulci's The Beyond from the fine folks over at Grindhouse Releasing. If you're a fan of The Beyond, this is the release to own in your collection. Let me know your thoughts on The Beyond down in the comments section below. And while you're down there, let me know what your overall favorite Lucio Fulci film is. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. A huge thank you to all my patrons and channel members for your generosity and support. Become a patron today and get early access to videos, have a say in what content appears on my channel, join me for monthly live streams, exclusive watch parties, and more. Become a channel member today and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream, as well as members-only watch parties. Both those links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.